21 and 22 and 23 really run like a 2-hour film, or a 4-hour movie. This is the second quarter, before halftime.
I mean, the formula will remain the same. There will be a person of interest every episode. They stand alone, and yet there's going to be an accumulation of interlocking backstory stuff, and also adversaries coming at us from every direction, so that something has to give. It's going to be hard to get out of.
I always see the machine as a thing that can eventually destroy it. And I also see the machine in Finch, or machine in my character is like Frankenstein could wipe everybody out. The guy that could turn, flip, and he plays it right to the edge. You know, the old saying of having absolute power, whatever that quote is, he corrupts absolutely. He has the capabilities of, and I think there was a time where he just eliminated without any conscience. So there's so many. I enjoyed watching Star Wars, and as a kid watching Darth Vader eventually turning. And I never saw that coming. I just thought he was going to be bad all the way through. But you could go back in this guy's backstory where he would crush people without a glance. And then now, that's the reasoning for shooting a guy in the leg as opposed to taking everybody out without a glance.
I think you've suggested an intriguing theme. What if the machine has an instinct for self-preservation, and what if its loyalty is greater to itself than to anyone who is managing it? And what would happen then? What if the machine is a self-starter in some way? But I'm thinking our writers are already thinking about those things.
Okay.
Next we will talk about the social ramifications of Goldilocks and Three Bears.
I'm excited that our show is an opportunity for so many really talented actresses to show their stuff. I'm glad when we're not such a guy thing.
There's a fair balance. You HR had male on that, and a few other male leads, and the CIA. You have a fair balance. Anybody, anytime can turn.
I like how tough all the women on our show are. Victims or perpetrators, they're tough, and they're generally smart and resourceful.
It's like, you know, the guys that I work with, special forces, these, either that or when my back career is 17 years of playing basketball, you always play with injuries. I met a SEAL who was shot 22 times. So, and when people go, well, you get hit all the time, I said, talk to some of these guys and they'll tell you how many times they've been hit. And some have been that lucky, and Reese has been lucky up to this point. I think at one point that will change, but you know, I sustain injuries all the time in this show, and you know, but you learn to deal with the pain.
How about for you?
I've never played a crippled character before. In the early going, you spend all your time trying to remember to do it, and do it the same. After a while, you have a hard time stopping. So that when we do flashbacks, it's really hard for me to stop with the neck and the leg and everything. It's challenging. It's interesting what a strong memory your body has for the things you've trained it to do.
You know, when he came in walking with a limp, I thought he always had a limp. In fact, when I put my arm on him, I really thought I was Jesus for a moment.